So first of all, colours and images. Every business should have its own brand, which should be recognisable as that business, and that brand should be carried on throughout all of the online presence, the offline presence, printing and stationery, premises, everything, every touch point of the business. Here we have a simple red and gold logo, and the red and gold are carried out throughout the navigation menu, through buttons. Here we see the red and the gold further down. Everything reinforces this brand. So that's the colours. Images, we want good quality images, so that as soon as someone arrives on the website, the first thing they see is a welcoming and calming effect of a strong image that stands this business out from any other. Here we have a stock image. It could just as well be a professional photograph of the people within the business, and certainly at some point on the home page we must have an image that represents a person within that business, the figurehead of that business, if you like. And so the personal element is essential. Good quality images, sharp images. If there are stock images, then again they need to be good quality, but ideally a good investment would be professional bespoke images of that business. We are going to look at the font sizes, colours and styles, which would come under the heading of user experience. We must consider the experience of every user that comes onto our website and ensure that they enjoy a fruitful visit and get easily the information that they're looking for, and that their journey throughout the website is straightforward. Now for fonts, font sizes and font colours, this is one of the most often overlooked aspects of a website, where we often see poor contrast of text over images. Here we have text over this image, but the contrast is strong. We have white text on top of a dark background, which will make the reading of this content easy for anyone, even if they have challenges with visual impairments. And throughout the page, so here we have a nice dark grey rather than a faint light grey on the white, which would be difficult to read. We have a decent sized text rather than tiny text, again, which will be difficult for a lot of people to use. And we see this so often on websites where style has overtaken substance with regard to the user experience of the visitor. So we also, the font shouldn't be too thin. It should be substantial enough, again, for there to be a good contrast on the background colour, whatever that colour might be, and that is continued throughout the website. Quite a simple thing to address the fonts, but and is a place where we should really start, but is often overlooked. Next, we're going to look at website content. Thirdly, we're going to look at website content. The phrase is well known in marketing circles: content is king, and this applies very much to your website. Content is king because people these days are researching purchases and online before they make a decision to speak to anyone. And people like to, quite often they like to research in depth, and they like to know answers to every aspect of arranging a funeral. Therefore we would need we want to be looking to talk about everything that is normally asked to us on a day-to-day basis offline. Helpful guides on what to do in the event of a death, local registrar and crematorium information, bereavement support, funeral plan information. All of this information and more can be covered. And the other reason that content is king is because people are searching for this. Google will rank this information. If you have this information on your website, and we see time and again in our Google Analytics statistics, these are the figures that tell us what visitors have been searching for and which pages they've been looking at on your website. and there's a whole range of things. Funeral announcements are very popular, as these days are funeral jewellery, memorial jewellery. So nothing should be left to chance. Anything that you talk about with regards to anything surrounding funerals on your website is the place to talk about it, and that will satisfy your visitors. It would make them more likely to get in touch with you than someone else who doesn't provide this information, because you've been helpful to them. And also Google will love this, and they will rank this content on your website. In this video, we're going to look at your website as a marketing tool and where search engine optimization falls within that remit. We will generally search engine optimize a funeral director's website to be found for his local area when a search for funeral director is made. So, funeral director my town. We rely on being found in the Google organic results for the search term, and in the vast majority of cases we are successful in ranking funeral directors on the first page of Google for their search term. We can't guarantee this because no one can guarantee Google organic results. The only way to guarantee being on the page one is through paid advertising, pay-per-click and that type of thing, although we always favour organic search engine optimization above paid advertising. And also we need to look beyond the most obvious search terms. So there are a lot more ways of being found in Google than being found for funeral director your town. And this is where content marketing comes in. The more you discuss on your website, the more topics you have on your website, the better chance you have of being found. And if you can be found for a range of 10, 5 even topics which other people are not being found for, then the Google Analytics statistics that we see demonstrate that these less competitive search terms can actually add up to more visitors to your website. And it's a healthy aspect of your website should be the fact that you have content covering all questions that might be asked of your customers.